The essence of it is our common enemy is profit. Together we can fight back and win against our common enemies. The successes of our struggles depend on our
Won't be walking out of my house again.
Students in Quebec fought back and won. Here in New Brunswick, they tried to take R&B power away. We fought back.
I'm happy today, Charles. How are you?
You happy?
I'm happy. Look at the crowd that's here today.
Yeah.
It takes courage, folks.
If they start to circle, I'm out of here.
Mothers standing in welfare lines. When I see mothers going to the food bank for food because of absolute poverty here in New Brunswick. When I see mothers standing up holding nothing but a feather, facing police, RCMP officers, facing brutality, facing conflict, unarmed, violent struggle against the people, that inspires me, and I see that as true courage. This is the kind of courage that won the struggles of before. And it's on these courageous shoulders that we stand and that we're going to win tomorrow. And sisters and brothers, we can win tomorrow. I've had enough. Enough! Let me hear you say it. Enough! 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 Thank you, sisters and brothers. Our next speaker is a genuine Geenup, a defender and protector of the land. I'd like us to give it up for Chief Arren from Elsipogtog.
Hey, how you doing?
See you there, huh?
I'll talk to you later. Should be good.
Thank you.
Wow, it's almost overwhelming. It is overwhelming actually to see the support here. First off, I guess I would just have to say thank you to Chief Gabby Atwin and Chief Candace Paul for welcoming us here in Wolastoqey territory. Thanks to the city of Fredericton and the people that showed up for support. Thank you all. I can't help but feel a bit nervous because I look across the river and you see all the cannons there. You know, there might be some heavy woolen socks for sock rounds, but anyhow, when when we started off trying to protect what little we have, surrounding Elsipogtog, I didn't think it was gonna get this big, but I guess we're just doing what most of you guys would do when this sort of thing happens in your area, and that is to protect your environment. So, I just have to say, rather than focus on the negative sides of the, the impacts, I guess, the shale gas industry would have, I'd just like to, we all know what the dangers are, and I could sit here, or I could stand here till I'm blue in the face and talk about the dangers. But right now, I would just like to focus on the solidarity that we are all here today to show in support of Elsipogtog, not only Elsipogtog, but the surrounding areas as well, and as well as New Brunswick. I mean, just look at you all here today. I mean, thank you very much for that. As a leader in Elsipogtog, I tend to make wrong decisions, but the Premier should take note of that, because when I do screw up, the people tell me. And when they do tell me, I take what they say into consideration, and I change my decision on specific issues. So I mean, if the Premier can do that, man, New Brunswick would be a beautiful province, wouldn't it? You know, one of the things that I would just like to say that is that you know, I don't know if I can say this, but I mean, for Premier, for the Premier to actually, you know, try to bulldog his way through this whole SWN issue, it makes a person think or wonder, at least, is there any personal interest in it to make him push so hard? So I mean, you know, I mean, in this day and age, we're a democracy. We're in Canada, New Brunswick. I mean, you know, to actually listen to the people and to take heed of what you're saying is something the Premier should be looking for or looking at. One of the things I guess that I'd like to say is that it's too bad that the Alward government is trying to vilify the First Nations and trying to turn this into a Native issue. It's not a Native issue, it's a New Brunswick issue. And as a fellow New Brunswicker, I will do whatever it takes to stand and protect our water and our land. Well, audio.
One thing I'd like to point out